Now, my husband loves salami, ham, pork, anything. He could eat it literally breakfast, lunch, and dinner. On his birthday, I kid you not, he has pork from the time he wakes up till the time he passes out. I'm not kidding. So for my husband, once in a while when I make this dish, oh, there's so much food, I can't even fit it in. I can't even fit it into the pan. It's so much food. Hand me those tongs, Goldie. I asked my friend to hand me the tongs. He ran away from me. Thanks a lot, Goldie. Anyway, I have so much food here, I can't fit it into the pan, but I'm gonna use the tongs to help me kind of stack it up here. You could feed a crowd with this one, that's for sure. So anyways, I was saying, when I make this for my husband, oh my God, it's like food Jenga. Look how tall that is. When I make this for my husband, he likes to have a little crispy prosciutto up on top. So I take the prosciutto that we put into a dry skillet, get it nice and crispy, sprinkle that down over the top. This is a delicious topping for any salad as well, including a simple spinach salad. My God, how good does that look? A little grated cheese. And the last is the toasted nuts. Woo! Talk about on top of Old Smoky. That's dinner for an army. Come on back and you'll see Janet's new look right after this.
Up next, we're revealing the dazzling results of our audience member makeover.
Should old acquaintance be?
This isn't just the start of school. This is the new year. Find the styles and brands for every big moment. Where? Famous Footwear.
Pets know what they want, and so do we. That's why you'll find real meat and wholesome veggies in delicious Rachael Ray Nutrish recipes. Rachael Ray Nutrish.
Guys, I said I'd be back.
Real recipes, real ingredients, real good.
Strength is empowering. So is beauty. That's why I'm so excited about the new Spinbrush Truly Radiant Manual Toothbrush. It's the only manual toothbrush with a rotating head that helps blast away plaque for a cleaner, whiter, truly radiant smile. Guaranteed.
Anything. Anywhere. Anytime. Anyone. Spread the delicious taste you know and love. Hershey's is mine. Yours, our chocolate spreads.
New information about the Louisiana shooter, what police say they found in his hotel room, and over 50 and successful, the hidden health and social problem.
Showers and a few strong thunderstorms are possible this afternoon and this weekend.
Next on WPTV News Channel 5 at noon.
At Tropical Smoothie Cafe, the way we make our smoothies taste so good is the way we make our new Pacific Rim wraps. By taking fresh, wholesome ingredients, like all-natural grilled chicken, cilantro, and roasted pineapple, and crafting them to perfection. Try our Cha-Cha Sriracha chicken and Basil Ginger chicken, flavor crafted to perfection. It's the only way we know. New Pacific Rim wraps at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Eat better, feel better.
Wave 92.7 is part of the News Channel 5 Hurricane Network. When the power goes out, stay safe and secure by listening to Wave 92.7 for your Storm Team 5 updates. Get your News Channel 5 updates throughout the day on News Radio WJNO.
Lifestyle expert Amy Goodman. And Amy, how did it go backstage with Janet?
Well, we had to talk her a little bit down from the tower in terms of, hacking off the hair as it started to fall down onto the floor. There was a little bit of nervousness.
A little bit of panic.
But I don't know who was more nervous, her or her family in the waiting room.
Oh, okay, so here's the deal. If you guys missed it, earlier in the show, we introduced you to Janet. Janet was actually here really recently, just a couple of weeks ago. I scouted her out of our audience because she had this beautiful mane of hair. I mean, literally like a storybook, like Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe or Rapunzel or something. This beautiful hair. So she stands up, and it turns out she hadn't cut her hair in 30 years. So my friend JoJo, one of our producers, she says, I want to give her a makeover. Janet says, I'm down with that. So today, her mom, Marie, who's 95 but looks 65, because 95 is the new 65. Marie and Amy made the first cut on Janet, and her sister Marie is also here, and everybody's very excited to take a look. By the way, Janet has not seen herself yet. We love that. So here's what she looked like before. She was zippy dresser, big mane of hair. Look at that hair, right?
Yeah.
Down below her waist. How did it go? Went well? Once you got him under control?
Oh my gosh. Wait for this.
Oh, look. Okay, I caught Marie and Marie smiling. So, excited?
Yes. Very excited.
Did you guys peek yet?
No, we haven't.
You haven't seen
anything.
the Don
No,
yet?
I don't know. No.
Oh, good. Okay, so before and now after. Come on out, Janet. Let me just say before we show you, if you don't like you, I'm gonna smack you because you look. I'm speechless.
I know. Yeah.
Can you show her?
Beautiful.
Turn around, look at yourself.
Take a look at yourself. Look at
No,
that.
full length. Wow. Amazing.
I look like that.
You look like you.
Gorgeous.
She says I look like them. That would be great.
The glare.
But you look like you. You
Yes,
look
I do.
stunning.
Thank you.
You look sexy as heck as get out. You need to see the full length. The full length is wow. The gams, the girls, the business. Mom, what do you think?
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Sis, what do you think?
Great.
Stunning, right?
Stunning.
She looks like
Absolutely gorgeous.
hottie movie star.
Like a movie star.
Beautiful. They love it. Everybody loves the look. You like you?
That's the look I was going for, yes.
You like it?
Yes, I do.
All right, tell us how they did this. The hair is stunning. I mean, she looks like a movie star.
She really does. And our friends at Cutler Salon, who are absolutely amazing, they make like natural hair the new glam, right? And they make it certain, they take all the pretentiousness out of it. And what they did was really add a warmer blonde. So before, when she was so white blonde, what it did was really age her. And when it was so long, it just pulled down one-dimensionally into one big long. There was nothing you could do. Right. When they cut it and added the layers, it really gave a lot of lift and lightness. And the way it's going to layer around her face adds so much youthfulness to her already gorgeous face. So that's what's going on.
But now you see your eyes.
Her eyes.
You have really beautiful lips. Like, she didn't even put that fake plumpy stuff on or nothing. It looks really, really good.
I know. People pay to have lips like that, right? And
gorgeous.
now she loves like red lipstick. But instead of we transformed that red lip into the redness of the dress and lightened up the makeup. I think when you're in your 60s, go for a freshened look with the face. We add a softness with the cheeks because as we age, our skin gets drier, doing a creamier cheek. The team back there with Carrie and Robin.
Unbelievable.
So amazing to add more of a freshness, dewiness to the skin.
That dress is illegal.
And
it's
going
so
sexy
good.
with the lashes. Yes, okay, here's the thing. She came in a B cup. I hope she doesn't mind my saying this. I put her in a double D, people, because
she was wearing the wrong bra size.
Yes.
All women screw this up.
We always talk
You're
about
a double D. What's up?
When you lift the twins, what happened here was that when you lift them up,
tiny little waist, long gams.
Look at the waist. Absolutely gorgeous. We see her beautiful curvy figure, and she's a former dancer, right? We get to see her gorgeous legs.
Show them gams, girl. You look phenomenal. You really do.
Thank you.
Thank you so much to Amy, to Cutler, to Janet, to Marie, and Marie, to you guys for spending time with us. We'll see you, everybody. Bye-bye.
Coming up next on News Channel 5 at noon, hear from a grandmother calling for peace after a shooting kills 2 in West Palm Beach, and why you can face big headaches or if you or anyone you know is going to the airport today. We're back in just 30 seconds with local coverage you can count on.
Home Away from Home Childcare offers parents peace of mind. We are so confident in our care that we allow parents to watch their children all day long via live webcams. We offer free meals and free VPK. Call for a tour, 1-877-94-CHILD.
Right now on News Channel 5.
This is such a senseless, tragic act. Why would you come here and do something like this?
3 people dead this midday after a gunman opened fire in a crowd of people just watching a movie. Bizarre new information, though, coming out about the shooter and more violence in West Palm Beach. 2 people shot and killed overnight. We have a grandmother's plea for help, but first we have some strong storms that are moving through our area right now. We want to get right to Storm Team 5 meteorologist Glenn Glazer with a look. Glenn, what are we looking at here?
Right now we're looking at some pretty nasty weather moving into the Treasure Coast all the way down into Okeechobee County. It's a pretty strong line of thunderstorms here with a lot of lightning strikes and very gusty winds. Right now moving through Sebastian and Fellsmere and headed down toward Winter Beach and very close to Vero Beach now as well, and all the way down past Fort Drum toward Okeechobee. So let's do a little timing here for you so you know how quickly it's moving. It's moving about 20 miles per hour down to the southeast. So it should be around the Indian River Mall by about 12:14, around St. Lucie Village by about 12:48, and then Indian River Estates by about 1:13 this afternoon. Let's zoom in a little bit here and show you some exact locations. There's Fort Drum. Look at this. Right down into Okeechobee there. That's some very stormy weather, and it's moving over toward the east, but at the same time, the entire line of rainfall is moving from northwest to southeast. There's some shower activity moving through Fort Pierce and Lakewood Park. We have some rainfall all the way back down to Buckhead Ridge. All of this will move across Lake Okeechobee over the next hour or so. Lake Worth, Lantana getting some isolated rainfall right now, but a lot more expected there through the afternoon and back just to the west of Delray and Boca. So in just a few minutes here, we're going to go over what you can expect for the rest of the day, but we also have some very high rain chances over the weekend, and we'll talk about it coming up. Mike?
A grandmother calling for peace in West Palm Beach. She says her grandson is one of the 2 people gunned down on 19th Street early this morning. It's the latest in what has been a very violent week in the city. News Channel 5's Chris Stewart live in front of the West Palm Beach Police Department with what this grandmother's saying about her grandson and what happened. Chris?
Essie Williams says she tried to pull her grandson away from trouble over the years, but this morning she tells me that her grandson became one of the latest victims in what has been a violent week here in West Palm Beach. Right now, detectives are trying to figure out who shot and killed him and a woman early this morning. The 2 victims were found shot this morning on 19th Street, just off Tamarin Avenue. The woman died there. The man died at the hospital. Now, police have yet to release their names, but Williams drove by the scene to see it for herself this morning. She told us that parents need to step up to make these shootings stop.
Watch what my grandson went into, and I just tried to talk to him, tried to tell his mother to send him to another town so he can get away from this.
4 people have been shot and killed since Sunday in the city. Earlier this week, Mayor Jerry Moyo said some of the shootings are the result of what she called cliques, using gun violence to solve their problems. Police say it's not clear if this shooting is connected to any of the others we've seen this week. And coming up tonight on News Channel 5, we talk with West Palm Beach Police Chief Brian Cumberland about what has been a violent week in his city and what it's going to take to stop the violence. Live in West Palm Beach, Chris Stewart, WPTV News Channel 5.
Well, we now know the name of the man who police say opened fire in that movie theater last night in Louisiana. 59-year-old John Hauser. That's who took his own life after firing on the crowd. They describe him as kind of a drifter who was in Louisiana from Alabama. Police say they found disguises in the hotel he was staying at, and they say he fired off 13 rounds when the movie Trainwreck started playing. He killed 2 women, ages 21 and 33, 9 others injured, 1 critically.
Just like the victims, we're searching for answers too. 2 innocent people lost their lives. Numerous other people were shot. It's only, through medical science that we have more survivors than we do deceased victims.
Louisiana's Governor Bobby Jindal says one teacher saved her friend's life by jumping in front of a bullet going toward the woman's head, saving her life. Both women were injured but will still survive. And this shooting comes just hours after a jury ruled in the penalty phase of the James Holmes trial. Holmes was convicted earlier this month in the Aurora, Colorado movie theater shooting back in 2012. The jury decided the prosecution could seek the death penalty against Holmes. Among the deciding factors, the number of victims, 12 people killed in all. The defense plans to argue that Holmes' mental state issues should spare him from the death penalty. Right now, authorities across our state and around the southeast looking for this boy. Take a good look at this picture. Investigators say 1-year-old Lonzie Barton was last seen in Jacksonville wearing only a diaper. An Amber Alert has been issued. If you spot him, call 911. You can see his description there, just 1 year old. WPTV Facebook page, we have all the information there. Please share that in hopes of finding this youngster this afternoon. And new this noon, police in Fellsmere investigating a deadly pedestrian accident. It was just before 7 this morning. Police were called to South Broadway near California Avenue for a crash. Now, the roadway was closed for several hours. We are working to find out what led to that crash. Police have not yet released the name of the victim. More witnesses taking the stand today in the trial of Green Acres man accused of dismembering his roommate. It has been nearly 2 years since Scott Tobiasen was arrested for the murder of Gerard Longo. Green Acres police say a friend of the roommates called 911 when Tobiasen showed her the body. Tobiasen's charged with first-degree murder. That's a trial that began yesterday and is at least expected to last a few days. The Department of Juvenile Justice investigating after an 18-year-old boy was struck by lightning. Rescuers say the teen was on the roof of the Juvenile Justice Center in Okeechobee last night when he was hit. Unclear why that teenager was on the roof, if he was alone or how he got up there. He was taken by helicopter to a nearby hospital with burn marks on his body. All right, if you're headed to the airport today, listen up. A power outage at New York's LaGuardia Airport causing delays across the country, and that includes right here at PBIA. It involves planes headed to LaGuardia, and in some cases, the delays could be up to 3 hours long. LaGuardia says you should check with your airline before you head out the door, and you can always go to the WPTV traffic section to see if your flight is delayed or on time. There's also big news today out of the health insurance world that could affect your coverage. Anthem has agreed to buy rival insurer Cigna in a $54 billion deal. The deal still has to pass regulatory approvals and other requirements, but if it closes as expected later this year, that consolidation would leave just 3 major players in the health insurance industry: Anthem, Aetna, and United Health. People living in Lake Worth can breathe easy knowing they're not inhaling the ashes of the deceased. It's a weird story here, but that was the worry of many. They voiced their earlier concerns this month after seeing thick black smoke. You can see pictures of it there from All County Funeral Home and Crematory. Now, the Palm Beach County Health Department's air quality specialist, they looked at some of the smoke and incinerators yesterday. They confirmed the black smoke was soot and not human remains. Mechanics currently looking at those incinerators to try to determine the cause of why that smoke is so black. Boynton Beach police need your help finding this man. This is a sketch of someone who they say knocked on a man's door and then shot him in the face when he answered. Edward Morton died from his injuries. It's a shooting that happened at a home along Northwest 3rd Avenue back in May. Detectives believe the men may have known each other. Another look now at that sketch. If you recognize this man, call police, or you can even remain anonymous by calling Crime Stoppers. A pair of 14-year-old boys under arrest for vandalism that forced the closure of the Boys and Girls Club of Fort Pierce. Look at this damage. The club's CEO says they found their center like this yesterday morning. Busted door handles, wrecked walls, the whole place wrecked. Gaming systems and TVs were stolen. The building hasn't even been open a year, and it's already been targeted by criminals 3 times.
Our kids in Fort Pierce, you hear about the shootings, you hear about the gang stuff, and so they hear about the negativity in their community on a daily basis. They should never have to come into Boys and Girls Clubs and see that in their club.
Kids can still play outside the club and go on field trips, but the CEO says they need your donations to get that building back open. Say it ain't so. Rita's Italian Ice getting rid of one of its most popular items. Still ahead, what it is and the economic reason behind it. Plus, drinking more. A new study says a chunk of the population is downing more alcohol these days. The age range that might just surprise you when we come back in 60 seconds with more local coverage.
I'm Carrie D. I've had moderate to severe plaque psoriasis most of my life. but that hasn't stopped me from modeling. My doctor told me about Stellara. It helps keep my skin clearer. With only 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses, Stellara helps me be in season.
Stellara may lower your ability to fight infections and increase your risk of infections. Some serious infections require hospitalization. Before starting Stellara, your doctor should test for tuberculosis. Stellara may increase your risk of cancer. Always tell your doctor if you have any sign of infection, have had cancer, or if you develop any new skin growths. Do not take Stellara if you are allergic to Stellara or any of its ingredients. Alert your doctor of new or worsening problems, including headaches, seizures, confusion, and vision problems. These may be signs of a rare, potentially fatal brain condition. Serious allergic reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you or anyone in your house needs or has recently received a vaccine.
In a medical study, most Stellara patients saw at least 75% clearer skin, and the majority were rated as cleared or minimal at 12 weeks. Stellara helps keep my skin clearer. Ask your doctor about Stellara.
Have an important health alert for parents with student athletes. A new study this midday suggesting that high school and middle school coaches don't have the skills needed to handle concussions. Coach surveyed showed that while many had a good understanding of the signs and symptoms of a concussion, they also had trouble with guidelines on how to manage the head injury. Also, experts worry alcohol could be a hidden health and social problem of people over 50. This is after a recent study found alcohol consumption is on the rise in that age group. Researchers found those considered at a higher risk for harmful drinking enjoy abundant lifestyles and are considered to be in good health. And speaking of drinking, alcohol may also help you pack on the pounds. Talking about the calories in your drink. Now, a study found that alcohol makes the brain focused on food aromas, which in turn often lead to the drinking and eating of even more food. New in the Florida Department of Health, helping you get ready for back to school. The agency is offering required school immunization ahead of the beginning of the new year. Now, they usually do this the weekdays, but they're offering a few Saturday clinics in Palm Beach County through August. First one tomorrow at the Jamaicans of the Palm Beaches Health Fair. That's at Palm Health from 9 to 1 tomorrow, which is in West Palm Beach. How about this? Earth's cousin? That's how NASA is describing its newest discovery. Still ahead, the planet scientists say could support life and how far away it is. Plus, sharing is caring, or in this case, frugal. The surprising number of Netflix users who share their passwords and why the head of the company says that's okay with him.
Good afternoon again, everyone. A strong line of thunderstorms continues to push to the southeast. It extends all the way from Indian River County down into Okeechobee County, and Vero Beach about to get in on some of this action now as a lot of lightning strikes coming in on our sensors. We'll talk all about what you can expect for the rest of the day and the weekend coming up.
It's early morning. You're up because, well, the work never stops.
The weather team is so important to me because I need accurate, reliable information.
WPTV Storm Team 5, only in one neighborhood that matters, yours.
I have to know what and where the weather is happening.
Showcasing the storm from every angle.
I'm watching and waiting on that radar to find out what my afternoon is going to look like.
Storm Team 5, the only morning weather team. Today on 5 on WPTV News Channel 5.
At Wallace Mazda, trading up to a new vehicle is all about the price. The affordable Mazda 3 fits the bill at only $169 a month, and so does the new Mazda 6 at $189 a month. At Wallace Mazda, we're all about affordability.
Nowhere else but Wallace. It's the I-95 RV Show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Itasca by Winnebago Spirit, discounted to just $316 per month. The I-95 RV Show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, is Mr. Bear joining us for dinner?
Yeah, bears like salmon too.
Well, this is very special salmon, Mr. Bear. It's only around for a little while.
Sounds good.
Would you like a whole piece so you can share with Mr. Bear?
Yes, please. So, Mr. Bear? Mommy, Mr. Bear says he likes ice cream too.
But Mr. Bear has to finish his salmon first.
Okay.
Okay.
Publix fresh wild Alaskan sockeye salmon is never frozen, but it won't be around long, so enjoy it while it's here. Only at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Do you have loose or missing teeth? Do you cover your mouth when you laugh? Appearance Implants of Jupiter can give you the smile you've always wanted. Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. We have helped thousands of people like you feel confident and secure. And with fees this low, you'll have lots to smile about. Why wait any longer to have the smile you've always wanted? Call now to schedule your free implant consultation. Appearance Implants of Jupiter.
quality dentistry at affordable prices.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Fleetwood Discovery diesel pusher, discounted over $118,000. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
At Wallace Mazda, trading up to a new vehicle is all about the price. The affordable Mazda 3 fits the bill at only $169 a month. And so does the new Mazda 6 at $189 a month. At Wallace Mazda, we're all about affordability.
Nowhere else but Wallace.
Closed captioning on WPTV is sponsored by Bethesda Health.
All right, so when you're binge watching your favorite shows on Netflix, are you sharing your account passwords with your family and friends? You're not alone. A recent poll found 2/3 of all Netflix users share their accounts with friends and family, but don't worry. CEO of Netflix says he doesn't consider that a problem as long as the user base keeps growing, which it is. Now, the service just passed 65 million subscribers worldwide. Rita's locations in our area and across the country are transitioning to soft serve ice cream instead of its traditional frozen custard. Change is temporary following an outbreak of bird flu across the country. It's making it hard for major chains like Rita to get the number of eggs it needs for its product. That's the problem. The company uses about 1,600 pounds of egg yolks every day to produce about 4,500 gallons of custard. Police need you to take a close look at this surveillance video. Listen in. This is from the BP gas station on West Glades Road in Boca Raton Wednesday night. Police say that suspect went behind the counter, pointed a gun at the cashier before grabbing money and then taking off. But 15 minutes later, police say there was a second robbery at the Walgreens on Clint Moore Road. Police say the robber matched the same description as the person who robbed the BP, and police are still searching for this suspect. News across the state, a big sinkhole, and I mean a big one, nearly swallowed a truck in Citrus County. Look at this video. The hole, it just opened up while crews were drilling a well. Got about 200 feet in when they noticed, well, the ground was sinking in. Went downhill from there. A truck which was parked nearby fell backwards into the 30-foot hole. No one hurt, no damage to a home nearby, but officials there investigating the cause of that specific sinkhole. All right, if you've seen Blackfish, you're familiar with the debate over SeaWorld's treatment of killer whales. A new study finds SeaWorld's orcas live as long as whales in the wild. The study found the life expectancy of a SeaWorld killer whale is 41.6 years, and that's compared to 29 years for killer whales in the southern part of the Pacific and 42.3 for whales in the northern region. This study is published in the Journal of Mammalogy by the Oxford University Press. All right, check this out. NASA researchers made what they call a remarkable discovery, a planet that's light years away but very similar to Earth. It's being called Kepler 45-2b. Scientists identifying it as Earth's close cousin, about 60% larger in diameter than Earth, and is orbiting around a star somewhat like the sun. NASA researchers believe the planet's atmosphere could contain water, raising the possibility that it could support life.
Now, Storm Team 5 with South Florida's most accurate weather forecast.
Good afternoon, everyone. A very stormy start to the afternoon for our friends along the Treasure Coast and in Okeechobee County. And here's the latest image from the Sebastian Inlet camera. And you can see the rainfall there really coming down, and it's even hard to see the far end of the pier there. So a very dangerous situation there now because we have a lot of lightning, very gusty winds, and very heavy rainfall coming down. You can see the line of thunderstorms extends all the way from Indian River County down into Okeechobee County and now moving into western parts of St. Lucie County. Here's the lightning counter, and we've just gone from at least almost 200 lightning strikes over the past few minutes down to about 75 to 80 lightning strikes. But there's still quite a bit of stormy weather here, from Sebastian to Winter Beach to Vero Beach down to Lakewood Park, out to the southeast now of Fort Drum, and headed over toward the central part of St. Lucie County, and also just moved through Okeechobee, some of the heaviest rainfall, and Buckhead Ridge. So here's a look at some of the activity just out to the east now of that main line. This is moving through Fort Pierce and offshore, and also Port St. Lucie with a little cell just to the north. There's a lot more spreading down here back toward Moorhaven and Clewiston on this line. That's going to move across Lake Okeechobee and eventually across Martin County and Palm Beach County. Just a couple of pop-up cells here, Lake Worth, Lantana, and down in western parts of Delray and Boynton Beach, all of this moving over toward the east coast. So let's do a little tracking here for you with that strong line up to the north. And this line continues to push to the southeast at about 20 miles per hour. So it should arrive Lakewood Park at about 12:37, right around Fort Pierce at 12:59, and Nettles Island around 1:36. And that's this main line right here moving to the southeast. Also, I want to track this part back here. This should be in Indiantown right around just after 1 o'clock today. Maybe sooner, though. A lot of this energy is being pushed out in the atmosphere ahead of this line, and that's why we're seeing some cells pop up out in front of the main line of thunderstorms. So let's take a look at Vipercast through the rest of the afternoon here. Here's 12 o'clock. As we get to 1 o'clock, you see it spreading down to the southeast. There's a lot of activity out ahead of the main line here, popping up in Palm Beach County as we get to mid to late afternoon. Some of this rainfall is going to be heavy. Some of these storms are going to be strong. But if you have evening plans tonight, might not be so bad. A lot of the computer models have most of the heavy activity dying out around 5 or 6 o'clock, and we're just left with some lingering rainfall as we get into the evening hours. So let's take a look at the forecast. For today, the remainder of the day, scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms moving through the area. Some of the rainfall will be heavy. A few of the storms could be strong. As we get into tomorrow and Sunday and even Monday, our wet weather pattern stays intact. We do expect to see scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. And then some drier air slowly starts to work in toward the middle of next week.
Thanks, Glenn. All right, we were very familiar with mangoes here in South Florida, but Howard and Mr. Food's Test Kitchen shows us what we can do with them in today's segment. Take a look.
We're out of the kitchen and on location, and today it's all about mangoes. And these behind me are at their peak. With just a few easy tricks, I'll show you how to pick them from the store, not the tree, how to cut them, and most importantly, how to enjoy them. Now, depending on the variety, the skin is going to be green or yellow with a reddish blush. The ripe one should be slightly soft to the touch. Now, to cut it, lay it on its side and cut around the pit with a knife. Then turn it around and do the same thing to the other side. Cutting it perfectly in half doesn't work with a mango like it does with most fruits. Next, a trick. Take each side and score it with a knife like this. Then flip it inside out and just run your knife along the skin for perfect little chunks. And all it takes is one bite and you'll fall in love with the taste. It's sort of a combo of a sugary ripe peach and a juicy pineapple. And although there are many ways to enjoy them, one of my favorite new ways is to blend it with a few basics and a touch of rum. Well, that's optional. Once it's super smooth, serve it in a sugar rim glass, and it's summer freshness at its best. So the next time you're at the store, pick up a few mangoes. And don't forget to go online and get our recipe for frozen mango daiquiri so you can take your own mini tropical vacation and enjoy one of the summer's sweetest treasures. I'm Howard from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where every day we're looking for the freshest way. A freshest way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Hey, don't talk with your mouth full, Howard. You can find this recipe and all the other ones from Mr. Food's Test Kitchen. Let's go to our website, WPTV.com/Mr. Food. Bears at the zoo. That doesn't sound crazy at all, but until you find out this one was a visitor, not an attraction. Still ahead details on that, including what scared him up a tree. But first, here's what's coming up tonight on News Channel 5.
Every storm is different. Every storm has something that surprises us, something that could catch you off guard. Using 3D radar, we can detect how high the storm is up into the sky. And the higher the storm is, usually the stronger it is. You can get stronger winds, you can get heavier rain. Definitely that's a tool that we can use to give you a better idea of what's happening with storms.
Hello, Jupiter Tequesta. I need some help with my air conditioning.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
Want more for your old trade? Head to the Treasure Coast Trade-Up event at Wallace Chevrolet. You'll find Chevy bonus tag specials on almost every new Chevy in stock and payments as low as $139 a month today through Monday at Wallace Chevrolet.
Nowhere else but Wallace.
If your mattress is over 10 years old, chances are it's not supporting you properly, depriving you of the deep restorative sleep you need to live a healthy lifestyle. Visit City Mattress and discover what a great night's sleep can really feel like. City Mattress, real savings every day.
The Iran nuclear deal. Good deal or bad deal? Iran keeps their nuclear facilities. Military sites can go uninspected. Restrictions end after 10 years. Then Iran could build a nuclear weapon in 2 months. Iran has violated 20 international agreements and is the leading state sponsor of terrorism. Congress should reject a bad deal. We need a better deal.
It's amazing what you can do with a click these days. Just click to make any night family movie night. Just click to order your favorite dinner. And now, just click to save up to $250 a year on your energy bill. With FPL's online home energy survey, it's now easier to fast forward to personalized savings. Go to fpl.com/easy to save to take the survey and make your bill even lower.
Want more for your old trade? Head to the Treasure Coast Trade-Up event at Wallace Chevrolet. You'll find Chevy bonus tag specials on almost every new Chevy in stock and payments as low as $139 a month today through Monday at Wallace Chevrolet.
Nowhere else but Wallace.
Hello, Jupiter to Cuesta? I need some help with my plumbing.
Quick, efficient home repair is reason to celebrate.
HD News on WPTV is sponsored by Stanley Steamer.
Coming up at 4 o'clock on the Now with Ashley Henson. Attention beachgoers, contaminated sand can make you sick. Plus, missing mail. Find out how many pieces of mail one postal worker had in his car and garage. You won't believe that. It's all coming up at 4 o'clock today. But right now, take a look at this wild wanderer. Delays a zoo's opening. Yeah, that wasn't a guy that was supposed to be there. That bear, the very first visitor to the Alaska Zoo in Anchorage earlier this week, once inside, scared right up a tree after a tiger roared at him, says, "This isn't your home, pal. Get out of here." Staff tried to lure the bear down with food. Finally, it ventured down and ran off back into the wild. No one was hurt, and the zoo opened a little later that day. That's very Alaska of it.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like,
about right.
A bear came
Wild bear
and
wandered
shoot
into
it
a
off
zoo.
with a tiger.
All right, a quick look at the live Viper 5 Max this afternoon, and that strong line of thunderstorms continues to push slowly toward the southeast here. Vero Beach getting some very heavy rainfall. Sebastian rainfall's a little later there now, but Fort Pierce, Port St. Lucie, everybody under the gun as this line continues to move down to the south. Tomorrow and Sunday again, a chance for scattered to numerous showers and thunderstorms, and on Monday, make sure you watch the radar. We're here all day to keep you informed.
Grab that umbrella. All right. Make it a great day. See ya.
It's the I-95 RV Show at Florida's largest indoor RV showroom in Port St. Lucie. Almost 3 acres of new and used RVs and air-conditioned comfort. Huge savings, huge discounts. The I-95 RV Show at La Mesa RV, exit 126 at Midway Road.
Wallace Hyundai makes it easy to trade up this summer to a new Sonata for only $99 a month. Really? Or choose 0% financing for 75 months. It's worth the drive from anywhere to Wallace Hyundai in Stewart.
Nowhere else but Wallace.
Hey, Ralph, do you go north for the summer? No way. Molly, I wouldn't miss True Treasures at Crystal Tree's Super Summer Sale. The savings are really hot. Holly loves it, too.
True Treasures at North Lake sizzles with new selections of furniture, artwork, and accessories arriving every day from around the world.
Molly, where do you go for vacation? True Treasures, of course. There's no better value or fun for my budget. I guess I'll never have this place to myself.
You will have fun shopping at True Treasures.
I see the uncertainty in people's eyes, but that only fuels me more. For me, it's more than a job, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to give you a healthy mouth.
You know, we've got a lot in common.
Thanks, Danica.
Right here.
At Aspen Dental, we're not just fixing teeth, we're fixing dentistry. With 20% off and financing options to fit your budget. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL because your mouth is our mission.
What do a NASCAR driver,
a comedian,
and a professional golfer have in common?
We talk to our doctors about treatment with Xarelto. Xarelto is proven to treat and help reduce the risk of DVT and PE blood clots.
Xarelto has also been proven to reduce the risk of stroke in people with AFib, not caused by a heart valve problem.
For people with AFib currently well managed on warfarin, there is limited information on how Xarelto and warfarin compare in reducing the risk of stroke.
I tried warfarin before, but the blood testing routine and dietary restrictions had me off my game.
Not this time.
That was Xarelto.
I'll have another Arnold Palmer.
Make mine a Kevin Nealon. Really, Brian?
Hey, safety first.
Like all blood thinners, don't stop taking Xarelto without talking to your doctor, as this may increase your risk of a blood clot or stroke. While taking, you may bruise more easily, and it may take longer for bleeding to stop. Xarelto may increase your risk of bleeding if you take certain medicines. Xarelto can cause serious and, in rare cases, fatal bleeding. Get help right away for unexpected bleeding, unusual bruising, or tingling. If you have had spinal anesthesia while on Xarelto, watch for back pain or any nerve or muscle-related signs or symptoms. Do not take Xarelto if you have an artificial heart valve or abnormal bleeding. Tell your doctor before all planned medical or dental procedures. Before starting Xarelto, tell your doctor about any kidney, liver, or bleeding problems.
Xarelto has been prescribed more than 11 million times in the U.S.
And that number's growing.
Like your guys' scores.
With Xarelto, there is no regular blood monitoring and no known dietary restrictions.
Treatment with Xarelto was the right move for us.
Ask your doctor about Xarelto.
Wallace Hyundai makes it easy to trade up this summer to a new Sonata for only $99 a month. Really? Or choose 0% financing for 75 months. It's worth the drive from anywhere to Wallace Hyundai in Stewart.
Nowhere else but Wallace.
It's the I-95 RV show in Port St. Lucie. You'll save thousands on a new or used RV. Like this new Thor Motor Coach 4 Winds, discounted over $56,000. The I-95 RV show is going on now at La Mesa RV in Port St. Lucie.
And we have four amazing people from all across the country on their webcams trying to win up to $35,000. Let's meet them from Boston, Massachusetts. Give it up for Shamara. From Burbank, California. Go Robert, go Robert, go Robert, go Robert. From Detroit, Michigan. Give it up for my man Mike. From West Islip, New York. Give it up to Mara. Welcome, everybody. We asked America their opinions on a bunch of fun topics, and all you have to do is guess what they said, and you win the big money. If you're ready to have some fun, say yeah! All right, everybody, let's get this party started. The first question is worth $100 and has two possible answers. The answers are, can I help you? Get your hand out of my drawers. And the question is, what would office workers be more likely to say if they caught a coworker going through their desk? Well, if it's my neighborhood, call the police, because it's about to go down. About to go down. And let's welcome Shamara. Shamara, tell us about yourself. You have so many amazing things in the background.
Behind me are all of the numbers and tags and medals that I've won in road races, marathons, and they mean so much to me. I say, healthy body, healthy mind.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, you look good, and now it's time for you to make some money. So let's have some fun. Everybody, turn those cards around. Can I help you? Can I help you? With 69% of the vote, the correct answer is, can I help you? All right. Everybody has $100. All right. The next question is worth $150.